Yo, what up, Hassan? What up, Jawad? Gustavo, yo. Yep. You're already in cells? Ooh, I'd be careful. Hopefully it works out. What up, Matt? DJ? Yep, I think buys are gonna be nice once we get Asian Open. What up, Farhad? What up, Pablo? See if there's any news. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have any news until 9 p.m. and GJ is clean. What up, Raphael? Lindy, J Rage, yo yo. One of my Zoom people, everyone's so quiet today. It's the last day of the week for Asian session. I think if it's Thursdays today. Yep, last day of the week.
What's going on, buddy?
Yo yo, what up, Dustin? What up, Hamza? Sahil, how's it going?
What's up, boys?
Jason, yo, what up, Stevanos?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Those cells this morning were lit.
You caught him?
Oh yeah, whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much did the.
I entered early and got stopped out.
Yeah, see, I took 2 trades, but the first one hit break even because where was it? Oh yeah, it was right here. No.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is
He's
New
right
York.
there.
It's right here. So I took a sell on. I think it was on the 15. So yeah, I was in a sell. Was it here? Yeah, I was gonna sell here. Once this candle broke here, I was gonna sell because this was Asian Open, or not Asian, but this was New York Open. So I figured we'd have volume, breakthrough support. So once it broke here, this one was coming down. This one closed. So my entry was here. So I just set it break even, and I figured because it was like bouncing on, it was at this support, and then I went down to the 5 minute to just kind of to like monitor it, and we were right here on this candle, and then this one happened, and entry was right here, so I just went break even, and I was like, if it comes above here, it's gonna be back in this mess, and it's not gonna have broke support, so I don't want to be in it. And then it started to push down, and I was like, sweet, we're going down, and then it came back up, took me out of break even. Waited till this one, got a sell in like right here, but I took it on the hourly. So the sell that worked was, so we had this close and this one made a low to all three of these. So I had a good feeling we were going to come down, but this was the 4-hour open. So I waited for this hourly and it closed stronger below here. So once this candle broke here, I took a sell.
Nice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It worked out pretty nicely. Me, Skylar, and Dave caught it. It was pretty nice. I think Sam caught it too. I think he might have been an EJ. What up, Matt? Yep, yeah, I use it for Asian and New York session. What up, DJ? What up, Alex?
Bullish on DJ?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull back a little bit. I'm thinking if we can form a support somewhere in this area, right here, that would be ideal because then we have room up to here with potential up to here.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd rather us set up lower down here, come in Asian Open, than set up above here because then we only have target to here, but at least here we can get higher. So
That'd be cool if it stayed above that though.
above here,
Like where it's at right now, it looks like it was about to form support. Now it's like dropping.
kind of like in
But
here.
if it could stay out of that and just start heading up.
Yeah, I don't want it to head up till open though, because I'm just gonna let it do its dance until for an hour and a half, and then look to get in. But yeah,
Get some money tonight.
yes sir, and then end the night with end the week with a good win. I only need to make $60 to finish the verification part, so I did it in like 24 hours.
Yeah, so fill me in. What is that step, the verification? So I know you beat the challenge. Now you get the funded account.
So the verification is just make $500 in 60 days with 10K. And Asian into New York I made 457. So I need to make like 10 pips on a small lot.
No, that 10K is real. It's not the demo. That's the account.
I think it is. I don't know. I have it on my phone. Let me pull it up.
I guess it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think they all say demo, but one of them says demo and live. So I didn't even look because I didn't think you got it. Oh yeah, oh shit. Okay, this is a live account. Sweet. I think I get the money I make on this in that first paycheck. So what I was thinking is most people just get to the 500 and then they do tiny lots. I think I'm just gonna try to destroy the shit out of it and run it up like a couple grand for the first 10 for those 10 because I still have to trade 10 days regardless of hitting the 500. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna run the account up as best I can and just keep killing it, and then they'll be like, oh, so you did 5K in 10 days. Okay, maybe we should give this guy a bigger account.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
And
kind of.
you make 70% of that.
I think for this part you get all of the profits you make because it's the challenge.
Oh, cool.
But then once you're trading and you've actually like fully passed, then you then it's 70-30. But I mean, the main reason I did it was, first of all, I want to see if it's legit, because if it's legit, that's a super awesome idea.
Disadvantage.
And if it's not, then I lost $150 and I just go back to trading my account like normal. No big deal. But if it is legit, then like people like we have some proof that it is legit, because like I'll show them actually sending me one of the paychecks just to prove that they do pay their traders. So.
And you have a nice following, so that's credibility for them.
Yeah, that should make them look good too. Oh, in verification you get 70%. Okay, and then the refund. I mean, I don't really care about the refund. It's $150, but that's cool. Yeah, I wasn't positive if it was the full. Someone told me you get the full amount in the challenge, but I mean 70% still fine. The link for the challenge, just go to ftmo.com, and I'm doing the 10K one because I wasn't gonna pay $700 to have it not even be legit. So, what up, Ali?
FTM is legit. I know a bunch of traders that have got paid by them.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for a while, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool.
It's a great business model they got.
Yeah.
Bad traders pay some money and lose, but yeah.
I mean, they got a pretty good strategy. I mean, they got a challenge and then a verification. I mean, that's if I had billions and millions of dollars, that's probably how I would want traders to prove that they can trade is have 2 different challenges they have to pass and just really spread it out so you can see like, okay, if they have 3 or 4 good days and they lose one, do they get greedy on that 5th day or something like that? So I think it's cool that.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing's cool. It's just a great idea, and for them, like, if they get good traders, which I'm sure they do, they are making boatloads. Like that is so lucrative. That's ridiculous. Like if you get if you give a good trader like a couple $100,000, and you're like, I'm gonna take this tiny little portion, you're just constantly collecting money, not doing anything.
Yeah. So they get to spread their risk over so many different good traders, all the while they're taking, from the traders that don't pass the challenge, they got money coming in there.
What up, Q? Your mic cut out. What'd you say? I want to hear that.
I said, they're spreading their risk over so many good traders that pass the challenge, and then in the meantime, they're making the challenge fees off the poorer traders that aren't passing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great.
Yeah. I think it's a super cool idea. No, I was not in the New York session today. not.
Hey mate, I just posted a shard in the Zoom chat. Just looking away to play that New York move last night, just on the 5-minute. Just wanted to get your thoughts on those type of entries. You sort of missed the 15-minute.
Okay, I don't take 5-minute, but I will give you my best.
I just thought this was a super clean. You got a sort of clean breakout.
Cool. Yeah, that's. That looks good. I mean, like I said, I don't use the 5-minute a ton. So
yeah.
Like with your stop loss looks perfect. That's if this were a 15 or a 30, that's where my stop would have been as well. So if 5-minute respects that, kind of like I mean it looks like it respected all the lows here coming down. So that makes perfect sense. 100%. That was probably straight just profit for you.
Oh, I didn't take it. That's past my bedtime.
Oh, okay.
That's how I would have.
That's how you would have
gotcha. Watching it. Yeah. I just noticed those entries are working out.
I'm upset you didn't take it, and I'm upset you didn't get that.
Haha, so am I.
Oh, why didn't you chart the next one after it? Go back, Paul. The next one, down.
This one?
Yeah. Could you have caught that one?
I think he said he was sleeping.
You caught that one?
You were sleeping, right? You said, Steve?
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah.
No, I mean, assuming you weren't sleeping, the second one. I know the first one broke down from a consolidation.
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Yo. Yeah, I think if he was up, he would have taken the first one, I think, right, Steve?
So the second one...
Yeah, it's just entry type I've been looking at.
Okay.
The second one is a little more risky. It's kind of a pin bar, but not really, and then you take the risk there, and then it actually worked.
Yeah, that looks super. I mean, that's incredibly clean. That's how this morning was too. Unless that was this morning. Kind of looks like it was. Yeah, that was.
Well,
I remember
this.
After your trade. Yep, I remember that candle. Yeah, because this is the one. That's the sales we caught too. I remember.
Yeah, Paul, I look back on that trade from this morning. It stopped me out by 3.2 pips.
Oh, when it came up?
Yeah, when it came up, it was only 3.2 pips, and then it basically sat there for, what, like 3 hours, I think?
No, it went way past, because you entered on this one right here. And this is the one that took you out. So that went above both of these candles. So unless your stop was up here or up here for some reason, it would have hit you regardless. But if you were in here, then you were good.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I was saying. But I had my stop above that previous 30, so it went You see where it came? Look, it tapped. Yeah, right there was my stop. So it only went 3 pips.
Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. That was this morning. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about this on the live stream, but
I took TJ buys before I went to bed off of the London transfer from New York to London.
Mhm.
I mean, from London to New York, where London falls off. And then I just went to bed, and I woke up this morning, and they had already taken profit.
nice. Yeah, you guys remember that little group call we did where the Asian support, how like significant it is? So having these session timing lines, if we just mark up the New York resistance, it lines up right with our Asian support that we had last night right here.
That's awesome.
So I don't trade off of that, but it's a good, because we had such strong consolidation here and then we broke out in London and then we kind of came up right back to that support that held throughout Asian session. That could be, that gave me an idea that if this holds, it's going to be a strong resistance and the breakout should be to the downside. Because otherwise this whole move down here would have been a fake out and we would have came back up. But I think the whole move down did kind of, I think it was just filling the daily wick, it looked like. It looked like this daily wick was just kind of filling here, made a higher low, so now we got a higher low, higher high. This daily should continue up. And on the weekly, it looks like it's going to be pulling up and we might fill that weekly wick by tomorrow maybe. Would be what I would assume, but I mean, how big of a move is that? Oh yeah, that could, 100 pips, that's nothing for GJ. Yeah, so I think buys tonight. I mean, once we get below, if we get below here, then sells. We'll look for sells, but I think wherever we find a support and we get Asian open, we're gonna get some nice buys. That's my plan, at least. What up, MP? Yeah, I have no idea what he said. What up, Frankie? If you want that Sanjo, you can just go to his YouTube and check that out. Yeah, I mean, you're trading real money, but you have to pay to, like, kind of, you got to prove yourself first. So, I mean, yeah, you kind of pay for a demo in the beginning, but if you know what you're doing, it's worth it. If you're not comfortable or consistent yet, it's probably not worth your investment. It's just like anything, like if you buy a good computer to play video games or supplements to get stronger, like you're investing money to get something out of it. So same thing here, you're investing your money, and if you know what you're doing and you're ready, it's going to pay off in the end because you'll have more capital if you do not have a bunch of capital to trade with already.
Yeah, something like that is for like good traders that might not have the capital yet. But like if you're just getting started and you want capital and you try to do that challenge, it's not really going to work out.
Yeah.
I've done it before months ago. The trading, I don't know. Wakil had like a partnership with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that when they came on. I thought it was a scam at first.
Yeah, so did I. I wasn't familiar with like funding accounts and stuff like that. But
yeah, once I did some more research into it, I think it looks pretty
Central
cool.
Fund?
yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke at first, but once I did some research instead of just being ignorant, I think it's pretty cool. So, figured if it's real, sweet, I'll give it a go. We'll see what it's about. If it's not, oh well. And at least
Trading
people know.
is definitely a lot more fun when you have more funds.
Yeah, I mean, just having it's like a little challenge. Like it makes it kind of like more competitive than trading already is. So it just kind of gives it. I mean, we're all in quarantine, so it just makes it like I'm gonna beat this challenge. Like a little like something more to look forward to, besides just getting up and coming to work. What up, Dom? How's it going? Yeah, I mean that's still the same thing. Even if the account you place the trades off isn't real, you still make money at the end of the month. So whether your trade physically makes real money, as long as you're getting paid at the end of the month, obviously some money's being made because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be getting any. That's my opinion.
What broker did you pick on FTMO, Paul?
I just did Ashley told me to do the FTMO one, and their spreads are actually they're almost as good as my zero account with LMFX, which I was very surprised with. Like my GJ in Asian is never over 2 pips.
Dang.
So,
Have you seen their scaling plan, the FTMO scaling plan?
what's that?
So basically, it goes by every 4 months, and I guess if 2 of the 4 months are profitable, and if you make 10 added percent in the account, they will increase your account capital by 25%.
Yep. I heard of that because originally I was gonna do the 10K, wait, see if after the first month if I got a check. If I did, I was gonna do the bigger account one. But if they're gonna increase the account anyway, I'll just not pay $700 and have them just increase the account.
Right.
So yeah, that was pretty. When I found that out, I was like, oh, that's super cool. Like instead of having to keep paying and keep redoing these challenges, like if you prove yourself once and you just are consistent, then they just kind of like reward you for doing your job, I guess, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely seemed like the best funded account that you can get, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think I'd say like I'm 80-90% sure it's legit, and I mean a lot of people here just said they're extremely legit, but I mean I'm the type of person I want to go find out for myself, kind of thing. Like if someone says don't eat bread and you'll lose weight, I'd have to try it out for myself before I believe it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like I said, I think it's super, super cool and definitely incredibly lucrative for them. That's for sure. As long as their traders are good.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's talk about some charts. I think we should focus on what's going on tonight. Yep.
I'm having a hard time thinking about what GJ will do after that big move up.
Should I ask the crystal ball?
Yeah.
Alright, one sec. I'll be right back. Alright, it says price is going to go up. Or go down. So.
Up, down, or sideways. I haven't had coffee in over 2 weeks, and that's not helping right now.
I think you should have coffee when Asian Open starts, and then we'll get twice as
I don't
hard.
have any coffee. I have to, get some.
What is wrong with you? Are you okay?
Well, no, because I didn't, like people say don't eat bread and you'll lose weight, so I have to experiment.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
I'm serious.
You realize I just said that as a joke, right?
No, I'm serious. 'Cause I dropped it because of experimenting with hydration.
Sound real tired, man.
Yeah, you haven't been very excited lately.
I woke up and my thing had taken profit, and there were and I had to close it, and then I went and I got some water, and the birds are singing again.
I'm confused.
I'm not. And I don't know if I have time to figure out whether I'm tired or not.
You're so tired you don't have time to see if you're tired.
Let me take another sip of water and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I got food coming. I haven't eaten all freaking day since 5 a.m. So, I'll probably be taking a little 10-minute break to eat soon here. If you drink water, you'll get smarter.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to ask about, GJ. What about if how long do we have until Asian Open?
My time, 1 hour, 10 minutes.
I'm just wondering how much it'll push down because of if the yen strength kicks in today.
It was kicked in this morning, that's for sure. But I think that was just the daily going to fill the wick and collect those orders to drive up.
Yeah, so if it makes a support here, then yeah, okay.
Yep, yeah. So at a support would make total sense, but with everything I've learned from Asian, I'm gonna wait till open, because sometimes it kind of just dicks around and wicks you out and then continues in the perfect direction. So Asian Open typically works better for what I like to see for my entry style. Alright, so who sent this? Matthew. Let's see what you got, Matt. So we got clean traffic here. Wicked above all the highs. Yep, I think I like that. That's what I would have noticed. 30-minute form support, return to high, and we should, since this made a high here, we should return up to the next area, which would be up here. Oh, look at target high if broken. Perfect. Taking the words out of my mouth, Matt. It's a beautiful chart. Beautiful. 240 on what time frame? Is that the 4 hour? Yeah, that's the 4 hour time frame. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I like it. Yeah, I'd like a support to form. I feel like it's going to try to form here, but ideally I'd like it to pull back a little bit more. But either way, I mean, we have a 4 hour target here, and if we have super good volume, we could get close to the wick fill on the weekly. But I feel like London has a better chance of doing that because we need to go from here. I mean, how many pips is that? Yeah, I mean, that's a 100 pip move in Asian. I don't think that's going to happen. So I think this 4 hour area is probably where we'll get to. I mean, Asian volume, like on our push here, and we got 50 at the peak. This one, 20, 30. So I don't see Asian pushing up 100 pips. But maybe because we have all this here, and if we look here for the pre-Asian stuff here during the day, didn't really do anything. Same thing here, didn't really do anything. Asian got a little volume. Here we have this, so maybe we do. We'll just wait and see and trade off of whatever happens. Hour and 110 pip, 100 pip, yeah, 100 pip move it is. We got about an hour 7 minutes. I sent you the Zoom, Ashley. I thought I
You're
did.
still waiting for the open, right?
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said you're still waiting for the open to look for trades, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. It was super nice last night, so hopefully we can get another good one.
It worked all week so far. I mean, I'm just not gonna say anything about my week because it's been very, very good.
Good.
I don't want to jinx it. I wonder if my food's here.
I like Roger's FTMO challenge from New York session.
Huh?
He said rather than taking the money to start with FTMO, to prove your your worth, you can take the money that you would have put it into FTMO, flip it first, then take the flipped amount and put that into FTMO and use that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Because a lot of people just, they jump in and do the demo and.
Yeah. All right, Raphael. So.
They're not Superman like you, Paul.
Superman. I thought I was a wizard.
It's not easy.
No, it's not. It never gets easy, but you learn. I like it. So you entered here. I like you close below there. I like this UJ. Makes sense. And then you got a low, you got a lower high, and boom. Right down to your target. That's perfect. It's a beautiful trade. Alright, let's see what you got, Lloyd. I'll pull up your chart real quick. Why does this dude... Yeah, I've seen your message like 10 times, Good Life. If you haven't done it and haven't won and not gotten paid, then I feel like you can't really have a for sure opinion on it. Because unless you've done it, won money, and not gotten paid, I feel like you can't really have any proof. Yeah, your chart didn't work, Lloyd. I don't know what you did differently, but gotta send something else. All the explanations on other... Is it on the middle one? Okay, I'm gonna pull up the middle one for you. See your analysis. I wonder if my food's here. Okay, there we go, yep. Strong support. Quick rejections. Okay. Perfect. I like it.
So I asked my friend that runs another prop trading firm what he thought of FTMO and whether it was legit or not. And he said they've been around a while. It's probably legit.
Makes sense.
But he wasn't, 100% sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like you got to do it and not get paid or get paid to see. But I mean, I've heard more good things than bad things. So.
Have you heard of anyone getting paid?
Yeah, I mean, not anyone I know personally, but I know people who are close with people that have gotten paid. Steve, he's in the group in the call right now. He said he's known people who have been trading for them for years and they get paid. So.
Okay.
Oh no, not for years. They've recently gotten accounts like in the last 6 months and gotten paid.
Oh, sweet.
It's like if you go around to any pop from Maverick.
I'll be right back. Yep, I'll get you in a second, Pablo. 1 sec. Hello. Okay, I'm coming.
So Good Life TV, putting $160 in your account and flipping it, yeah, you can do that, but you don't. That doesn't qualify whether you can just go around calling it a scam if you don't know what you're talking about. So like, if you haven't done it, as Paul said, going around and calling it a scam makes you look like an idiot.
Yeah, I know a handful of people that have been paid from it, so it's legit.
You know them?
I don't know them in person, but I've spoken to them.
Yeah, well.
And they've shown me proof.
So yeah, all of that stuff is not legit unless you like have a buddy that got paid. But most of these companies that look like that and go through all of that these days are legit.
It makes way more sense to actually be legit and make a heap of money off traders. You know what I mean? doesn't make sense to do the whole thing as a scam to make
No,
$1,000 off a few.
there are a few that are not.
Oh, I'm
legit.
sure there would be scam ones, but like on a bigger scale, it makes way more money to. Makes way more sense to be legit.
There are a few scams out there, but like Maverick and I mean, there are some well-known pop firms that have been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
And of course, the structure is much different than like if you read about Tom Dante. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Dante.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like he started out going into a pop firm in his day, and it was much different back then. You went into an office. You had
like a brick and mortar. Yeah.
You had these legends that you were sitting next to. Some of them tanked before your very eyes.
I reckon it'd be a pretty cool environment. I do, as much as I like working from home, it'd be kind of like 1 day a week, 2 days a week to go to a place like that.
Yeah.
Just the knowledge you pick up.
Once I can trade the system that I'm doing, I could hook up 2 or 3 pop firms and just keep trading my system in a scaled down version of my system, and just do very well actually. Like imagine having 100 grand at 3 of these prop firms.
Oh, it's crazy.
And trading it and getting like 0.5% to 0.7% per day profit only, which is actually 15% a month.
Yeah, the numbers. Yeah.
12, 13, 14, yeah. 14, 15, 13 to 15% a month. So from a prop standpoint, from an investor standpoint, you're golden. Because let's say the S&P 500 used to yield an average of 5 to 7 per year. So the investors are happy, and you're getting paid, let's say off of 300 grand is, let's say it's 0.7. So you're getting like 10,500 a month from that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Which then you put back into your own personal account. Keep trading that, compounding that.
And so you're not even risking any of your own.
Well, they're the type of people that structure actually, they can't trade on their own in their own account. That structure, like, it actually focuses them and makes them be able to work. And then there's the type that, can do either. So Good Life TV is rambling on about flipping $160 to $1,000, and he knows Wick can do it, but it's like Paul said, you hear that if you drop bread, you'll lose weight. You got to do it yourself to figure it out. So I would encourage that, because how far down the rabbit hole do you want to go? You know, I've flipped a lot of accounts, and for me, it's not the issue of flipping in the accounts anymore. It's something else. So once you get into that, you'll. It just turns into something else.
I'll be back in a few.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Any trades yet?
I'm gonna say no, but I am actually in one. I mean, I've been in GJ buys in the last 15 open where it broke above. So I'm in like
Nice.
15
Just
pips.
waiting for the open. You and GJ buys?
Yeah, I took off the 15. If you look at the 15-minute, like past 3 candles were just closing above. I just took off the previous 15.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, same.
Like once it broke above that high, I entered.
I just wish I could trade gold, man. I miss gold so much.
Yeah, I've
Think of
stayed
this.
on gold for a while now.
I think if this resistance holds, I think we've got to come down to at least here.
Yeah.
If
Well,
not,
listen.
maybe to this wick here.
Yep.
Because this kind of like came down here and then it came right back up, but it didn't come down to retest. It retested right here. So that's kind of like right here too. I'm hoping it'll retest here.
Well, I've just gone break even, so it's a safe trade no matter what now.
Yeah, it's definitely worth to leave a runner in because the break was right.
Yeah. Also, in regards to the verification for FTMO, it's still just a verification. You don't get paid on it. It's only you get paid on once you get the actual funded account, and then in your first paycheck they give you the challenge money back. But that's if you want the challenge money back. You just redo it if you want. And you're right with the scaling plan. Like if you achieve 2.5% over 4 months, then they increase the capital by like 25%. I think if we get a close above these wicks here on the 15, should be pretty good to take longs from there.
What's your target, Ash?
Dude, I just can't believe we're all going through what's happening right now. Like sometimes I just think about it, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is insane. And like, we're not even in the worst of it when it comes to the economy.
Yeah.
But you're reading
what's
like
winding me up
and all this? Yeah, what?
It's just how the US dollar's it's becoming like a safe haven currency, but it's just annoying how obvious the economy is going to like fall apart. Like it's going to crumble. Yeah,
and a lot of people don't even see that.
No, it's not happening. Don't worry. Like blinkers fully on.
He's like, I built the strongest economy in the world, and I'll do it a second time. I hope he does. But I don't know. Do you listen to Peter Schiff?
I'm gonna say yes. I listen to a lot of people.
The Economist. He has his own podcast. He predicted the 08 mortgage crisis. He's like kind of like one of the guys in The Big Short. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. He's got a great podcast, but he's been calling this. He's been saying that the economy hasn't been as strong as most people say it has been, or how Trump has said it's such a strong economy. He's saying that a lot of the jobs were kind of bullshit when it comes to a lot of older people coming out of retirement and taking younger people coming out of college with jobs. A lot of them are manufacturing jobs. Also, women I think, have the highest employment rate before all this happening, of course, in the world or in the U.S., which is technically not good. I mean, morally it's good. You know, if women want to work, that's awesome. But the whole American dream is really for women to stay home and, you know, tend to the family and all that stuff, and then the men go out and get the job and they work and they provide for the family. And there were a couple other things he said, but if you listen to his podcast, it's very compelling. It's like, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, a lot of the girls I know aren't that way inclined. They like to, you know, work pretty damn hard.
A lot of the guys, what? I'm sorry.
A lot of the females that I know, they like to just like graft. They're not into the whole.
Which is awesome, and I think that's how, you know, it's become over the past couple of decades, where more women want to work and they have more rights. But then again, a lot of women, if they had the choice, they'd love to stay home while the husband goes out and works. But either way, I mean, they can do what they want. They have the choice now.
Ash, where's your target? Is it 135, 200?
I've just got stopped out.
Oh. Where was your target?
It was. Yeah, well, 135, 300.
300, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I still think it's coming. I think it's just like whipped me out and then just go up anyway.
Yeah, same. I just got stopped out at break even for my runner, and I feel like it's just gonna fly back up now.
Look at her go. Wow. What up, Luckinator? I'm trading from my office. Yep, Miguel, send a chart and I'll pull it up. I heard you going off, Stefanos. It was perfect.
What's up, brother?
I said I heard you taking over.
No, I appreciate it.
Killing it. I came in and I just hear someone just going on and on. I'm like, oh, sweet.
I was talking with Ash about Peter Schiff, who I was talking to Ted about. Ted really likes him because the guy is like a huge gold guy. Has a big gold fund, hedge fund down in Puerto Rico because of the tax advantages, but he has his own podcast. And if you listen to him about economics, his ideas are so compelling. He predicted the '08 mortgage crisis. Like, he just gives you a good insight on like what's really going on in the economy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll send it to you if you want.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Peter Schiff is a legend, but he whines a lot.
He does. It's a lot of like you can't listen to more than 2 or 3 podcasts in a row because it's a lot of it is like doom and gloom because of what's going on right now, but it's like almost the truth, or it is the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of what he says I agree with, and it's hard to listen to because of what's really going on.
You can't compare what's going on now to 2008 if you look at the first 6 days.
No, not at all. It's completely different.
Sheer volume and I mean, it happened so quick this time. It was like, ooh, nobody even saw it until it was like 50% off the top.
Yeah. Paul, do you have like a group?
I
Oh, wait,
liquidated
like,
all.
I'll send
I
you the
liquidated
program.
all my stocks from June to December. In December, I liquidated the last one. So, I mean,
I was out of there.
I missed a lot of the last push up, and I knew it was the last push up. But I had no idea we're gonna get a coronavirus, and you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've been listening to him for maybe 7-8 months now, and I was pulling money out of stock. I mean, I'm not a big stock guy, but I was pulling money out of Charles Schwab and Robinhood, and just putting it into gold, like a gold fund, stuff like that. But I got out of stocks a while ago. I'm glad I did. Paul, is your Telegram chat traders chat room?
Nope.
Or is that someone else? High Standards Trading, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna send his latest episode. Actually, is it? Yeah, I'll send his latest episode in that chat.
Okay. I will check it out after this.
Yeah, and little life hack, just to get through like videos or podcasts quick, you could turn the you could speed it up a little bit. So I speed it up to like time and a half, and you get through podcasts a lot quicker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do that with like YouTube videos, depending on the video.
Yeah, it's super smart.
Yeah. Safe time. Naked Wicks. Yes.
Was he here?
No, you thanked me for sending that in the group.
Oh. Oh, okay, I see.
What up, guys?
Yo, yo.
Dude, I feel like I'm in so many different trader groups. It's hard to keep up. Like
Yeah.
I'm in yours. I'm in Monty's. I'm obviously in Market Fluidity.
Mm-hmm.
And then like from previous, you know, when I was first getting into trading, I'm in I think Forex Rob's. You just can't even keep up.
It's a lot. I have my two. I have Rakeel's, and then I'm in Monty's Zoom group for London, his Telegram, and then Monty's Slack.
Awesome.
Yeah, I only use the free Telegram and the Discord group for the most part, and then I just dropped the Asian session link in Rakeel's group.
I feel bad. Monty wants me to really contribute to the Slack in London, but like I'm never in London. I'm never trading that session.
Yeah, it's pretty early if you're not in the UK.
Yeah, I'm not one of those night owls that is trading all throughout the day.
What up, Tim? Good evening.
Waiting for a nice retest on DJ.
Yeah. Looks like we're breaking up. If we get above this bearish wick, I think we'll be good. Because our previous hourly is still bearish. So, I mean, it kind of closed like crap. So, but I think once we get closed above here, higher time frame, smaller time frame support, take it up. Alright, let's see. See what you got, Lloyd. Looks like you were taking a buy up here. Yeah. Yep. So with this, what probably happened is this is the 15-minute. So it looks like you had an hourly and or a 30-minute candle against you. So when that's the case, when candles, because they're coming down pretty good right here. Those are pretty decent candles. And then you get this weak bullish one. This one breaks above, so technically that's an entry. But remember, this is a 15-minute candle. And you have at least a 30-minute, more than likely a bearish hourly candle. So you're going to want to wait for a 30-minute bullish or a 30-minute high or low or hourly high, not high or low, a 30-minute high or an hourly high to get broken, which is probably this candle here or up here or even up here. So you should have waited for a better support, that's all. Because trading the 15-minute when the hourly or 30 minutes against you, whether it's with the 4-hour or not, it's just not. It's better to have a higher time frame candle with you to kind of support your idea. So I would say just wait for this candle to either have broken above maybe 2 15 minutes or a 30-minute, or wait for a 30-minute to close bullish and then a new high, and that'll kind of counter out the bearish hourly, you could say. So like this one right here. So we could have taken buys on probably this candle when it broke the high of this one, because we would have had a bullish 30-minute. So now we got something to go against this bearish hourly candle. And then if a 30-minute closes bullish and makes a new high, it'll probably break above the hourly. So you want to wait for something like that, because once we saw this, and I mean none of these really broke above the high till this guy, but let's say this one broke above here, or this one, yeah. You just want to wait for like a 30-minute or an hourly to be with your direction, because these two candles weren't really strong, so it could have came down if it made a new low, but since it didn't and then it pushed above, obviously price went up. But it's just better to wait for 30-minute or 1 hour in your direction. That's what I like to do. It works pretty decently, but I think that's why you lost. You just had too much higher time frame going against you. If it broke above this hourly, I would not take an entry because I'm waiting for this hourly to close. Because the stop loss would be here, entry would be here, and I'm only targeting here. Just map it out. Got about a 20, we'll say 30 pip gain with a 25 pip stop. That's not really worth it for me. Yeah, Stefanos, what's that podcast?
The one I was talking about, or the one I listed in the chat, or the ones I listed?
I'm not sure. Frankie just said what podcast, so I'm not sure.
Well, I was talking mainly about the Peter Schiff podcast. I put it in the higher standards trading.
Okay.
Telegram.
Gotcha. Hey, Tim.
Yeah, this chat's pretty active.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in it. I'm trying to be more active in it, but it's just, I'm trying to possibly switch it over to a different platform so it's more organized. But it's just, it's not organized, and it's, every time you scroll all the way back through messages and then you reply to one, you have to scroll all the way back. It's just super inconvenient.
Yeah. Is there a better way to do that on Slack?
I
feel like Slack's the same way.
Yeah, I would go to Discord, but then at least stuff is separated by sessions. So it organizes a little better, but I just haven't done it yet, that's all. Yeah, I don't use trend lines personally. But I feel like these are not super great. I don't know how you do it. If you could send this with, like, what is this circle for? You need to put some context in here, because I don't know. Does above here mean buy to here? Or does it mean sell down? I don't know what these lines mean, so if you want to label them for me. Overall looking bearish, yeah. Just send some more information on this because this doesn't really tell me what you're looking for. EURNZD.
UJ looks like almost the same setup.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get some nice buys at open. Yep, I think that looks good. EURNZD, daily 4-hour bearish, 1-hour bearish. Yep. Yeah, if that breaks through there, I think if it even just gets below, that last bullish wick, you'll come fill this wick and come down to your target there. Yeah, it looked like channels, but I didn't know what it meant. It looked a little weird to me, that's all. Perfect, nice job, Sebastian. Yep, yeah, so you got to use higher time frame to back up that idea. But the 15-minute for the entries, when those higher time frames are in your direction, like 30-minute, 1 hour, as well as that 4-hour bias, it's perfect for the 15-minute entries. Yep, yeah, just get some more context on there, Tim, so I know what you're thinking, so I can give you my input based on what you write down.
I was in some GA shorts the other night, and I closed out like in a nice area. But if I let my runner run, it just would have hit TP.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big ass drop.
Yeah, it's it definitely gets tested and has improved a lot, Zach. Like my biggest pet peeve is probably repeating myself or wasting my time, but mostly just repeating myself. It just gets on my nerves after 10 people in a row within 10 minutes ask with a bias, but I mean it's hidden right now, but I have the bias on the chart and people still ask, but I get it, you're new, there's questions. I did the same thing, but I try to be understanding. It's just sometimes I just need a minute to process everything that's going on.
Paul.
Yo.
What's the bias? Bunch of people are gonna comment that in the YouTube now.
Where are you at, Garzado? Oh, here we go. And now he's got to join again. Oh, I don't know what that is. Send a trading view link, please, Anthony. Yeah, that was a good buy too. The spreads are at like 3 for me right now. How often does GJ correct its moves? Depends which move are you talking about getting corrected. No, he's not banned. He's totally welcome back in. I was just being me. He's probably going to message me and be like, is it okay if I come back? Like, yeah, it's okay. I'm actually going to message him, so.
Hey, Paul.
Yo.
Hi, this is Anthony. No, that picture was just me showing the MT4. I know MT4 and TradingView usually look different.
Oh, okay.
It's always odd. Like, I have nowhere near that big of a bearish wick. I actually broke my wick on the previous 30-minute. It's just like, I feel like you get faked out one way or another if you look at one or the other.
Yeah, I try to just pick one and stick with it. But sometimes when, like yesterday, MT4, it looked so bad to where
horrendous yesterday.
Yeah, like I didn't even know like if I was gonna enter at my normal like new low for those sells, there was like a body and a wick, and they weren't even close to being lined up. So it was like, well, which one is it, the body or the wick? Like which one is the actual area? So yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
it's odd because you get those gaps, and then I noticed that I get an extra like 2 candles too. Cause I'll count your candles and then I'll start counting mine, and I always have extra candles, and I think it's because of the gap. It kind of like divides the candles in portions. So, like for New York, you know, I don't mind looking at MT4, but for Asian, I feel like you definitely gotta look at TradingView to see a clear picture.
Yeah, just to get a better idea. Uh,
So like, were you not looking for that support formed right there? 'Cause, I mean, ideally, I was looking for the 500 support. But I did see that like a little minor support where it did create one, but I only saw like an 11 pip move if I grabbed it pretty quick.
yeah, I saw the support and it was 30 minutes, so it was good. The only thing I didn't like is it was still an hour away from open, and
Yeah.
price kind of just sticks around. So
I noticed Asian can I've been faked out a few times on Asian when it looked like too good to be true kind of trade sometimes.
Yep. All right, Frankie, come on now. Yep, exactly, Matt. I think hourly bullish close above this area will be pretty good. Will be good confirmation to continue up. Excuse me. All right, Edison. Let's check this out. Getting more charts, that's good. I think less talk about random stuff, we can get some more quality content coming out of here. Perfect. 30 minute. Didn't really convince you closing. Yep, yeah, I feel that. I was the same way. Zones make sense. You got a target. Love it. Oh. Gotta give you the Asian approval. Yeah, because this is all clean on the hourly, so I'd expect the hourly to get up into here. Plus 4-hour time frame. It's also clean, and we're above all of these wicks here. Next target should be up here, maybe higher. But we're gonna just focus on the short term little gain here. Maybe if a runner pops off, sweet. If not, 4 pips. Yeah, my spread is like 1.8 to 2.6 right now, so it's bouncing around a little bit. What up, Gennaro? Yeah, I have no idea. It just moved really well. I wonder if he was able to get back in. Apparently he can't rejoin. Well, what the heck? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I use LMFX. Yep. Oh boy. Sorry, good life, bro. You gotta relax with the random comments that have no connection to anything. Damn, I don't know why that's so weird. He can't join back since he was kicked. Excuse me. Entry at Burger High. Yep. Yeah, that made sense. The EJ. Okay. Yeah, that would normally be if I wasn't waiting for the Asian Open, that would have been an entry I look for, and then support should form up here, and we should continue up. Makes sense to me. Yeah, he's always here. I don't know if he's trolling or just confused, but he just gotta be better in the chat.
All trolls are confused.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a troll though. I feel like I've talked to him on Telegram before, so
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I was just saying that all trolls are very confused with a lot of things.
yeah. Alright, Tim. There we go. That's better. Now we got some convergence to 4-hour support and resistance. Okay, yeah, now I know what's going on there. So you're looking for sell when it's in the blue, buy in the green. Okay. Yep, that makes sense now. I like your idea. If it works for you, that's awesome.
What's a DGI USD?
What is what?
DGI USD. I was just on Instant. I saw
Dow
Ted
Jones.
was sell it. Oh, Dow Jones. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, that was just a 15-minute close. Okay. I was gonna say time flew by. Looks like we're trying to form some support up there. Yep. Yeah, Brown. Above the wicks and 30-minute close above there, and then that'll be Asian Open as well. Alright, mathematics. This is GCAD, okay. 4-hour daily bullish trend. 4-hour support. So it's probably a swing trade, it looks like. I think it looks good. You got clean traffic up to the left. You get above those, that little bearish candle to your left. I think it looks good. I'm looking for buys, Tim, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna go down. So your chart could very well be correct. But we just look very bullish, so we'll see what happens when we come into open. We got 12 minutes. I'm thinking this little pullback could just be our Asian open pullback we're getting, that it normally does. I'm not sure, Julia. It could go either way. We'll just wait and see what happens. I think we're gonna go up, but like I said, I mean, I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. I just have my idea like anyone else. Whew. Chest hurts. How would I take sells once it does my... to be honest, if it is sells, I might not get a trade because I can't sell till we're below here. Let me make sure I'm on the correct 4-hour. Yep. Yeah, so there's no sells till we break the previous 4-hour. I think we should continue up. This one, kind of did a fake out to the downside. We left a wick, came down, filled the wick, kind of fake out again to go up. So we broke above all these. I think this fake out down and us breaking above this, we should continue up to the next area. Oh, my stomach. You haven't sent a single chart trade. I've pulled up multiple charts. You're clearly not sending it correctly. Unfortunately for you. So just to send it, you just copy the little, look at how everyone else is sending your chart. If you're not sending it like that, that's why your chart's not getting pulled up, because I am not seeing it. I don't know. I always wanted to be like a fitness, like personal trainer and like online coach for that. And then I just got too into bodybuilding and lifting. That I just enjoyed lifting more than teaching, but I still enjoyed helping, so I think it's just coming from that. That's all.
Yeah, I used to be in the fitness trade, and it's very rewarding, but sometimes it can get so frustrating when you're doing everything within your power to like try and realign someone's lifestyle to, lose weight or whatever their goal may be, and they're just not giving 100%. And you're like, come on, man, you're paying for this. Like, it's not my money you're wasting here. But that's a rarity.
Mm-hmm.
But it can really bring you down, like in that kind of world.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped training.
Too hard to deal with people's crap.
Yeah, like people would pay, and then they just wouldn't do the shit that I told them to do.
And then they get mad at you because it didn't work.
Yeah, that or like not even. They just were like okay with it.
The best, my favorite excuse is when like, actually doing everything you're saying, like, and it's just not working. I was like, right, okay, so something must be wrong here. Like, so what are you doing, like, outside of the gym, yada, yada, yada. I was like this, that, and the other, and I'm like, there must be something. It's like, well, I have like a bottle of wine every night. I'm like, here we go. It's the wine. I'm like, yeah, I can't give up my wine. I'm like, well, then you're never gonna. It's like liquid cake. Wine is liquid cake. You drink that stuff every night, then girl, you're never gonna lose any weight. Christ, like that's your biggest issue. And then she starts crying. She's like, I can't get the wine. I'm like, well, what do you want more? I never saw her again.
I wonder why. You were so polite.
I mean, I wasn't saying get rid of it completely, but, you know, if you're drinking it every night, come on.
Ashley, do you really believe it was the wine?
Oh, 100%. She's drinking a bottle of wine every night.
Ashley,
Yeah, I think it could be the wine then.
you believe it was only the wine?
I think homing in on just the wine would have been the best way to go about it.
Then why did she cry?
Because she's a raging alcoholic.
Oh, Ashley, it's because
All right.
there was cake with the wine. There was a cake with the wine every time.
Yeah, she forgot to tell you about the cake.
I have the video. I have the video.
I think we're a little off topic. Unless you can relate charts and trading to cake and wine, I think we should get back on topic. But I would love to hear an attempt if you think you can relate it, but I highly doubt it.
TJ's pulling back.
Yeah. Could go down if we don't get above. Those would be really clean sells, but it's against my rules. So I'll just sit here and watch you guys make money if that happens.
It just looks like it's going to do the consolidation thing.
Uh-oh, we got Gerjot's chart. Let's close our eyes. This is pretty. I don't know what you're talking about. It looks fine to me. 30 minute closes bearish. We'll enter if next 30 minute breaks high due to Asian open volume. Wanted to create bottom hourly wick first. I don't think I could have mouthed those words better myself. It's perfect. Yep, exactly, Victor. Definitely do not get drunk and trade. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite analogy to use. I think Ted's the one who brought that up to me initially. Was how similar they are. I was like, oh wow, no way. Yeah, I really hope this goes up because I don't want to have to watch you guys take these nice sells if they fall. The drunken goat. Yep. No, I think we'll have good volume for Asian. Thursdays normally do. Yeah, it's like being like a taxi driver getting drunk and going to work. Might be a rough day. Yeah, GJ was consolidating super hard this morning. It broke at once. I think it was 9 o'clock. We had a really nasty breakout.
think we're gonna want to have it close like below 700 to take a sell, right?
I'm not looking for a sell, but if I were to take a sell and break my rule, which I'm not, I'd want to see something break below this bullish candle, and then I think we would fall. What up, Gio? Yep, I'm looking at buys if it happens. Yep, yeah, you can't post a link, TradeFX, so what you gotta do is click on the camera, copy the link, paste it somewhere, and copy those letters in the in that pasted link. So there's letters at the end of your chart. You need to copy those letters once you click the screenshot button. I'm running out of air to keep talking. How's a 30-minute look? So I need this hourly to close above. Awkward chart moment. It's Friday here. No, yeah. It's Friday by a few people. I think Katz, it's Friday. I think Ashley, it's Friday.
Yeah, we live in the future, so it's Friday, yeah.
Yep. Bunch of weirdos. Oh,
You said we.
I need to find some coffee. I know that's not chart related, but
technically that could be chart related for your circumstances.
according to the previous rules, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm gonna mute. Go do that.
Right, hopefully this song.
Well, Paul, my kind of thought is even if this kind of pushes down a little bit, we could just take it back up to the high.
If it pushes down to here.
Well, I'm even talking even if it pushes down a little bit further, like down into the top of the 4 hour. Like it seems like it's been doing that in Asian. It'll come all the way to almost the bottom of the 4 hour, and then it'll pull right back.
Yeah, I think that can happen.
I agree.
We
If
could
it
see.
pushes down and then makes a support, then you can, and
Yep.
then you get a bullish. If you get a break in the top, the last top, you can go.
Yep.
Almost like if we could come down to around like 134, 435 area, right down there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Gonna make sure my magic keys are on. I love these preset settings. They're so nice. I just click, 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 click.
Wonder how long the battery lasts in these magic keys, because I feel like I tend to leave it on during the whole session. Because I turned it off one time and then I got screwed because I went to go into my trade and it was off, and then I didn't have it drag down the chart. And
Mm-hmm. Well, all right, we got the close. Get that off of there. And analyze. Weak hourly candle. What could happen is a wick down and we come up. That would make sense. We've seen that before. We could see a wick fill and continue up. If that's the case, I think if we break above here, I will take a buy as long as stop loss doesn't wick down to here and then push up. If this stays relatively small, okay, I mean that's already 20. Yeah, well, we'll see. What's the 15 look like? Excuse me.
yeah, I'm really thinking if this comes down, it'll just be to our advantage anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. If it comes down. Oh, I didn't have the chat up. My bad. The bias is from the 4 hour, Joseph. The vertical ones are the sessions that I'm trading. So whenever I see those boxes, I know that I would be looking at the chart at that time. So that's the information I want to focus on.
I think we got to start throwing that on the stream here because I think everybody asks what those bars are.
Yeah. That's for sure. They take it above the previous 15-minute break, but that just... Yeah, I'm just not a fan of how that hourly closed. Didn't make a high. We did sort of form an hourly support, but we're bearish on the 30-minute. So I think if we can see some bullish on the 15. What does this stop here? No, we'll wait. Will they wait for it to go above the 30-minute? Probably take it because of the 30-minute. Let me check that out. So there's the 30. Yeah, if it got above the 30, it'd probably fill the hourly wick and continue. That would make plenty of sense. Yep, definitely way too big of a stop loss now, no matter what it does.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's coming down because that was. I mean, if you look at those two hourlies, those are big hourly candles. I mean, that's like an 82 pip move on those two candles alone. So I'm thinking since we kind of broke that area that we couldn't break for a little bit, it probably is coming down to retest that area, like 134, 500 area.
Yep, I agree both ways. Definitely looks more bearish right now, but I think a good support will take us up now that we're into open. We just got to find it, and I think it's going to be this high we had, or the resistance we had for New York, I think is going to be where we find it.
Yep, I just pulled that exact same bar across.
Yep, it goes through all three. I think that'll be a good level to take support, take it up to here, and probably get a little bit bigger move up.
And then to be honest, if we break that and we start going into the 4 hour, then it's like this thing could crush all the way down again because this has been a really heavy resistance area.
Yeah, if it gets through here, this could go down, but I'll just be sitting on my hands if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think we're going to get buys. The 4 hours looking good to come up. I think we'll be solid once we find a support.
Yep, I agree. We're just in a good support to push the resistance.
Yep.
The cat is doing great. He is loud and obnoxious, as usual. And he has taken 12 naps today. So, he is doing very well. Okay, it was Twitch stream? Yeah, I do remember. Yep. I don't remember the music, but I do remember watching it on my crabby little Walmart laptop that was 20 years old. 10 years old. Trying to flip back and forth between TradingView and the copying his trades and taking it on my phone. Remember those days very well. Yeah, Mike, we peaked out at 379. That's our best.
Damn, that's legit. Yeah, I'm usually not even on the stream. I was for a while, but now I've just been going on the Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
But I logged into it just to see what it was at. That's big.
Yeah, we're getting there, little by little.
Yeah.
As people start to see what we do and decide if they like it.
Mhm.
Mhm. I mean, Asian sessions a little harder, I would say, just because it's kind of pump and dump. You get one move and you're either in it or you're not. So
Yeah, those Rapules are getting like a crazy amount too. I think it's probably because everybody's home on quarantine, nothing to do.
yeah, they're like I think he had like 150 in it the other day. Mhm.
So, yeah, I've seen some of his live streams. They were like tapping like 1,500, 2,000. Like,
oh, his live stream, it was at 2,500 when I checked the other yesterday.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
It's
insane.
Yeah.
I think they've fixed the whole algorithm thing with the whole
Yep.
appearing in your recommendations and subscription thing, because it wasn't
Yep.
appearing there before.
Yeah, mine are fixed as well. So I mean, I think everything's back to normal.
Yeah, I can finally find Paul's stream again.
500. I don't know. We haven't hit 500 yet. We don't get enough likes, so YouTube doesn't promote us enough.
I think the longer you stream too, the more it'll promote your account, right?
To be honest, I have no idea.
That's pretty good though. You got 3.11K subscribers now though.
Yeah, we're slowly growing. Like anywhere from 200, 300, 400 a week in subscribers. So, and that's been consistent for about 2.5 months.
Okay.
So we're getting there.
Do you have it monetized yet, or is it once you hit a certain point?
Oh, it's been monetized for a while, but it doesn't matter because I can't get any of the money anyway, and it all just kind of disappears. So I'm not getting any money from YouTube for this, but I mean I don't really care.
Why is that?
Cause I'm having an issue with Google AdSense, and I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah,
So
you gotta get some money for this stuff, dude. This is your time too.
I mean, I enjoy it, so I'd be doing it regardless. I'm just kind of hopefully helping a few people out.
On a Zoom or something tomorrow, and we can try to figure it out.
Yeah, so the issue is they say I have another Google AdSense account that I need to delete first, but I've never had a YouTube channel or Google AdSense account before this, so I don't know how I have another account out there when I've never done this before. So I can't go delete that account because I don't know that it even exists. And there's no support or chat to contact. All they have is forums that give you like directions on how to fix it. But I need someone to just log in, search my name, and find this account that is out there apparently. So.
And you're not able to change your actual like email. I think that's what it goes under.
Yeah, that's what it is under. It's under the YouTube, and I think everything's under the same email, I believe. But it says I have another account already active with that email. But it's a brand new email, so I don't know how that's even possible. So, but yeah, I'd be down to try and figure it out.
Yeah, that's my stuff, man.
Oh, they have a support? Yeah, Bob, I Googled it, and I clicked on like 7 different websites for it, and they're all like, here, enter your credit card for $50 for 1 hour with a Google representative. And yeah, I wasn't doing that. So if you know that number, DM me that. That would be awesome, because I could not find it. I found a 1-800 number, but I figured that was just another scam.
Yeah, even another idea is, I mean, you definitely need to be getting paid for these because it's your time, but not even in a sense that for you to keep the money, but you could put it back into the channel and do different things to grow the channel.
That's true. I could put it into like giveaways or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, even on an Instagram giveaway, if you hit X amount or just certain things through YouTube that YouTube is able to like promote, I've heard. So, yeah, let's look into that because that could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably make like an extra, I don't know, $100, $120 a week.
Yeah,
So, I
it
mean,
won't
we
be
could-
anything crazy, but yeah, I mean, like I said, that an extra $100. Imagine funding someone $100 on an account, and you take $100 or whatever it might be, you know.
Yeah, I would probably give almost all of it back. That would be super cool.
Yeah,
Do
that'd
like
be sweet.
weekly giveaways to
Yep.
whoever had the best week, whoever sent the most charts, just random stuff, just to make this more fun, I guess.
Yeah, it would be huge,
That'd
really.
be super cool because I mean I don't need an extra $100 a week. That doesn't really. I mean that's like groceries for the week, but I think it'd be cooler to just put it back into this somehow.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, Matthew, I'm way past 4,000 hours. I'm at like 14,000 hours watched. Maybe more. Each time we do a YouTube live stream, each video gets anywhere from 700 to 800 hours watched. Some of them get like 1.2k hours watched. And that's been happening for at least 2 months. So I'm well past that. Because there's a YouTube revenue that pops up, but it kind of it was up to 150, and then once the month is over, it's back down to like 70, 80. So I don't know where the money's going, but I would like to get it all figured out so I can at least do something with it. Oh, coming to a 15-minute close. I think if this will be bouncing off that support. And I think if we get a new high on the previous 15, we'll see our move up. $100 troll of the week competition. Yeah, no, definitely not giving those guys any money. I'm gonna give it to someone who needs it. Someone that it could benefit. I never thought of that idea. That'd be really cool to do. Instead of just free knowledge, give out like free starter accounts or something. Nope, no trades taken yet. We're just hanging out still. Yeah, I think it'd grow the channel a lot faster too, and just hopefully it wouldn't bring bad people we don't want here to the community, because that would not be good, but can always just get rid of them. But I definitely think that would grow any channel. Make people try harder, maybe help people be more disciplined, or whoever has the best, most consistent Trello for so many weeks, or and come up with a bunch of stuff if we can figure it out. Let's do that first, and then we'll come up with ideas. Okay. Yep. There you go. Thanks, Dallas. What do you think on GJ, Dallas? I haven't heard from you yet. What up, Zahir?
Sorry, I had to pause my music. Earlier I kind of mapped it out, but I think you were away. When these were still forming here, so none of this had formed yet. I was expecting price to come down to here.
Okay.
To kind of retest this little support here. I didn't really believe this was the main support to be held, but that's just my opinion. But I really think it's going to come down to here. I think it's going to come down a little bit more, and then head up to at least here again.
Fair enough. I like that. That's kind of where I was leaning. I didn't believe that support was going to be our main support either.
Yeah, it looked too good to be true. It looks like it's breaking now, so just trying to be patient.
I mean, if we go bullish here and we make a new high, I think we'll come up.
I have my zone marked out on the 30-minute, and it kind of looks like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I'm not necessarily sure if I'd want to take this 15 here because tops would be pretty big.
If it doesn't make a lower wick than it has now, we're looking at 15 pips.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can find a better candle. I think a 15-minute close with another 15 making the high for the entry is good, or a really, if this one can just kind of close without going lower than here, next one go higher low for here, and then we break up. That'll be perfect. Send the hourly up and break the 30 then. But like, I mean, I think we have plenty of chance to come down to here first.
Yep.
But this could be the support. I mean,
and that wick pretty much went right where the other wick went.
Yeah, we didn't even break it yet. So, see what happens. If this one pushes all the way up, I think a good, and then closes above, I think that'll be a really good entry. Let me fix, yeah, so there's the hourly. Yeah, we're gonna fix this and put it here. The line not being proper was giving me OCD. There we go. That looks a little better. Yeah, never know, Tim. We'll see. Yep, I think so too, Gurjat. When you check the fridge for the third time, but it still doesn't have any snacks. Feel that.
Paul.
Yep.
When was the last time you got Culver's?
Like every day this month.
Real?
No.
5 minutes ago.
No.
Paul's 300 pounds now. You guys didn't know that?
OG Paul.
I think it's been over a week, actually. Oh no, that's a lie. I think it's been. I think it's been like. Okay, I haven't had it in a couple of days for sure. Why?
I was just curious.
While pushing his ice cream to the side.
No, the only reason I actually drove there twice and turned around because the line was like 30 cars deep. So I was like, yeah, I don't want it that much.
Yeah, man. Dairy Queen is what we have real close here.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single night after about 7 or 8 p.m., the cars are out the driveway, like to enter the parking lot. Like, it's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah, Culver's it slaps for sure.
I went to because I work at Starbucks. I went to a Starbucks store to pick up some coffee beans because we get like free beans every week.
Oh, that's cool. Why didn't you hooking me up? No, you didn't even tell me this.
Anyways,
Wow.
the person who opened that morning, they said some people were waiting like 40 minutes before open at 5 a.m. just to get their morning coffee in drive-through.
Wow.
That's just wild.
Yeah, vices come in every type of format, man. People only focus on like drugs and stuff like that, but I used to be really overweight, man, and food was like crazy, man. How much I would eat and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And with anything, coffee, anything that you get used to every single day, man, your body freaks out if you're not getting it fit.
There you go, Gurja. I'm with it. Yeah, no, I just can't wait to get back into normal routine. Get up, trade, go to the gym, do cardio, eat, do whatever I'm doing during the day, live stream, maybe do cardio before bed, get back to eating every couple hours. Excuse me. Yep, I am in the States.
Last week, I was so bored.
All right, I have coffee now.
There we
We're
go.
gonna start moving.
Mm-hmm. What happened last week? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Time to buy
So
yet?
bored.
I have coffee. Time to buy yet?
Nope, hold on. Dallas, what are you saying?
No, I was just gonna say I was so bored that I watched all the Harry Potter movies. Never seen them before.
You've never seen them before. That's criminal.
Yeah, and I used to make fun of people, kind of like just cause, but now I can't make fun of them anymore because I genuinely enjoyed them. So that part of my life is gone now. I can't make fun of Harry Potter fans.
Have you watched what's it called? The like spin-off movies.
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. Yeah.
Not yet. That's what's next. I just finished the last Harry Potter on Sunday, so probably this weekend I'll watch a Fantastic Beasts one. But
Dallas is an expert.
Yeah, I thought they were good. They don't really measure up to other like I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. It doesn't really measure up to that, but I enjoyed Harry Potter. I liked it.
I feel like those two series always go back and forth.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
they're
just more of a Harry Potter
completely
guy.
opposite.
Yeah, they are.
Not completely opposite, but I feel like they just like almost like a kid movie to not so much, I guess.
Well, they kind of came up at the same time, and they were both like just as big as each other.
Yeah.
That's probably why they compare them.
I think with Harry Potter you expect it to be big, whilst Lord of the Rings was just like if you weren't a hardcore book reader, you wouldn't have necessarily known about it. Whilst Harry Potter, everyone just knows that book.
Yeah, well, the Harry Potter books were written more recently. They were written in the late '90s and 2000s, but Lord of the Rings was written way back in like the 40s, 30s, 50s, something like that.
Something like that.
No idea.
Yeah, it was written by J.R.R. Tolkien, but Lord of the Rings won a hell of a lot more awards. But Harry Potter was, I think, more popular amongst younger fans. I think a lot of older people enjoy
Lord of
it.
the Rings author's name was?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh, it sounds so much like J.K. Rowling's. I'm like, holy crap.
I think authors like to have like the first initials and then the full last name.
I mean, I'm 26 and I'm the same age as like Daniel Radcliffe and those kids when they were coming up. So my age range was huge with Harry Potter. But a lot of it has to do with the books.
It says here the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings books were written in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin, what is it, Ramble On? They're saying like in the darkest depths of Mordor.
Yeah, Tolkien, or he wrote some, Gollum stole my girl, something, something, something.
Yeah, and those songs were written in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm 32. Son is 13. So I was able to see like the first one as a kid and the last one with my kid.
That's crazy.
Damn, so you know you're old. Oof.
Life passes you by when you have kids because every year is like a new world. So like an 8-year-old to an 11-year-old is like a lifetime of a difference. But it's only really 3 years. And after you're about 25 with responsibilities, life kind of is very similar to maybe a 35-year-old. But
yeah,
kids, man, every year is a new world.
How old are you?
32.
Huh?
32.
Oh, when you're still a baby.
Yeah, no, I if I knew that life didn't start till 30, I would have done a lot more in my 20s.
Yeah.
Because I used to think, man, after you're 30, life's over. You know, but in reality, I tell people I'm just a 12-year-old adult.
Yeah, for real. That's gonna be me at like 50. I'd be like, bro, you guys want to play some Xbox? Like, let's rage out on some Call of Duty and yell at people. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
I'm a
you use a
32-year-old adult.
like, dude, you use a walker to go to the bathroom. What do you mean you want to yell at people on Call of Duty? I have a heart attack playing.
Yeah, grandpa walking on the street listening to Eminem.
Pants sagging.
Face tattoos. Can't wait for those, man.
Alright, so
with face tattoos, it's gonna happen, obviously.
So I'm liking this 15-minute close. It's kind of closing a week 30-minute as well. Once this next candle breaks above this current 15-minute, I'll be taking a buy. Stop loss below either the previous or the next candle. Oh, it doesn't have a top wick. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that. And it's a 15.
You in it?
No, I didn't get in yet. Check out the hourly. I think I'm gonna get in.
I was hoping it'd come down and make a bottom wick, but I don't know if it will.
Yeah, I got in. We'll see what happens. I put stop loss below here just to be a little safer.
I'll wait till the end of the 15, around like 8:42, 8:43. See what this candle does.
I mean, I like that this one made a higher low to here, so hopefully we'll respect it. And the hourly will come back and go bullish. We'll see.
Push, GJ, push.
Yeah, I think if it gets above the 30-minute, that's probably a better entry. But we're at support, so we'll See what happens.
Damn, 2 pip spread.
Yeah, my GJ's a little high today right now.
UJ's not bad.
I got my auto BE set at 10 pips. If we get there. 758, so a lot worse. 758, 757. Oh damn, that's still a big stop. Yeah, it's alright. I only did 1% total, so I think the 4 hour can go up more.
Yeah, I was gonna take it. The only thing is that the 30-minute wasn't in our direction, and neither was the 1 hour. That was the only reason.
Yeah.
Maybe if this closes, then we can get it on the bottom wick of the next 15, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it makes that new high, because that's your entry confirmation.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe just wait for it to close above here, or if it's a small candle, just take it at the next high.
Yeah.
Or
that's one thing.
maybe the break of the 30-minute would be good too. That would have been ideal. And we got some higher time frame confirmation.
Like sells on UJ.
I'm sure there is, John, but I don't know.
And the 1 hour hasn't got a wick yet, so.
Yeah. 1 hour. Looks like it could need a top wick.
You said your 1 hour doesn't have a top wick?
Not on MT4, no.
Well, mine
This one doesn't have much of one either, so we'll see what happens. Yep, yeah. I think if it breaks the 30-minute, I'll feel better. Spread was kind of crap too.
I like it.
I mean, we formed support at support, so we'll see what happens. I think once we get above here, we'll start to move a little better. If we can get above there. Excuse me. Yep.
Have you seen a movie called Focus?
With Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I would say just watch some of the past streams. Excuse me. Oh, hourly good flip. Did not break the 30-minute though.
Yeah, I managed to get in at like the very bottom of that wick.
The current one?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, spread put me in a little higher than I wanted, but 10 pips is still before that bullish hourly wick fill. So hopefully we can get that. Excuse me. There we go. Nice job, Gerjat. 2 pips. Let's go.
tell you how much I love GJ?
How much you love GJ?
Yes.
I feel like you might have.
I don't think I told you, like, passionately.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I really love GJ.
It's been pretty good to me this week so far. Hopefully continues.
Even when she misbehaves, I love her.
Unconditional love.
GJ has a reputation being able to deliver max pain. You know that, right?
Oh, I know that very well.
Exactly.
Dollar yen.
No, I think gold is the king of that.
That could be. That's very true.
Gold?
Yeah, I mean, you can be in a stellar trade and it's like pumping hard and you're like, yeah. Then all of a sudden it's like, nah, I don't fancy it. See ya.
I almost lost it on gold in the New York session.
Yeah, man, I was looking at that big pump. And I see it just broke out of that little zone. I was like, right, this is it. And I was looking at my spreads. Oh, spreads are good.
I just put a few micros on and gained 50. Oh, lost 50. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
It's crazy, eh?
Just a few micros.
Like the spread will, like for me, will jump from like 3 to 20 in the space of like 5 minutes. It's just horrendous.
I actually took a draw. It went against me 70 pips, and then it went for me, and I got a profit of like 35 pips on that one because like the move wasn't. I saw the move wasn't finished, and I'm like, oh, it can just go. And I just waited, and it went.
Yeah, but this whole like virus thing's messed up like my kind of trading because I just loved trading gold and that was like my baby, and then now like having to trade other things, I don't mind it, but gold was like I specialized in gold. That was like the master of one.
Are you sure the virus is the reason why gold went like that?
Yeah, because they stopped trading it, because they couldn't get it around the world. So that's why all the brokers stopped doing things with the bank because gold was not a real commodity anymore.
Because there was no physical backing.
We almost broke that 30-minute. It like wicked just up to it, but it did not push past it yet.
Yeah, I think we're good for where you've got that 1 hour resistance line. Like once it will tap there for sure, and then if it wants to run, it will run. If not, it will do the classic Asian. Are we ready?
I mean, it has to have a push first, so I think we'll get a push up. Hopefully we get a push up. We haven't fully broken above the 30-minute yet, so hopefully that can happen soon.
Yeah. I mean, it could be emulating what happened here.
Yeah, I'm going to tighten stop loss below this current 15-minute, or this previous 15-minute. Hopefully it will continue up. Yep, yeah, typically it pulls back kind of half hour into Asian and sometimes half hour after open, and then it kind of makes the push, does a pullback, makes a smaller little push, and then you get a range.
So Ashley, the
I'm sorry, the spreads. I can't handle a cup of coffee. The spreads last night I noticed were between like 2 pips and 12 pips.
Yeah. But that's when you were looking. Like, so I'm actively looking at gold all the time just to see when it's going to behave more. And I was assuming like this week it's like, oh, it's potentially like behaving itself now. But then every time I look to like eye up a setup and work out my risk or whatever, like it would just like jump, from 3 to 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
You,
And I noticed
and how are you supposed to factor that in?
It jumps a lot higher. It jumped to like 9 a lot of times when it was going down.
Yeah. So
and then when it goes up, it goes back down to 3 or 2, and then up to 5, down to 3, up to 7, like that. So it's not quite. The liquidity providers are making a heap. They're doing a money grab still.
Yeah, because I remember prior to this, like I would never have a spread over one pip, never, like prior to that.
So what'll happen is after some time they'll adjust their algorithm because they want to get more traders in.
Yeah, I'm debating getting in on this pullback, but it didn't pass the 30, so I'll really
I'd wait for the 30-minute break.
Yeah, the hourly makes me a little concerned.
I mean, if you look at the 5-minute, what it's doing now, it's coming down to retest the area it just broke out of before having a nice little pump up again.
Yeah, that's what
I mean, I would say, if you're not 100%, it's like when I'm over on buying close. If I don't think yes, I just don't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I look at the 5-minute and I want to wait 3 more minutes, of course. Especially if the current 5-minute closes with a wick in the next half a minute. And then it just becomes a rocket candle. Boom! Rocket man!
I'm sort of thinking maybe if it breaks the 30 here, I can put stops below this current 15. Because then I think if it breaks the 30, then it's going to go.
I agree.
So, Kat, is it...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's relevant to someone like yourself, but I heard they stopped selling alcohol in Thailand. Is that true?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like during this?
Yeah, because Thailand's just a very social place.
Yeah. I rarely purchase anything alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like maybe once every year or 2.
Oh shit.
I'm Kiwi.
I'll ask my girl if you want, though.
Let's go.
Dang, that pulled back hard.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah,
She buys those Spry or those Bacardis or whatever they are. She drinks those every once in a while.
Yeah, I remember when I was at college, I used to do these things called turbo shandies. So a shandy is like lemonade and beer, but instead of lemonade I'd use like a Smirnoff Ice. Crazy times.
Those are like whiskey. They're like, some of them are like wine coolers and some of them are like vodka with soda.
Whiskey sours?
Seagram's, Bacardi. The Bacardi Breezer, that's what they are. Those are like, Bacardi rum.
Kiwi.
With soda.
I just like tequila.
I just I just don't drink because I like my mental edge. I like it a lot.
I feel that.
Yeah, I've cut down immensely since this whole lockdown thing. But I think just the alcohol here has got something in it that just messes with my head. Like I feel hangovers like you never believe. And like I used to have this when I was like younger, but now like oof, I'm just there like oof, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the shop. Like I'll have like maybe 2 to 4 beers max, and I'm like I'm done, no more. I've got my nice little buzz, and I'll take it. I hope we can get this nice little pump done before the 4-hour close.
It'd be nice. Hopefully a pump to the upside.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like it should go that way, so I don't see why it shouldn't at least tap that 13485 area.
5 minutes taken off.
Yeah.
I don't think we've broken the 30 officially yet, though.
Okay.
Oh, now we have.
That bearish day.
Yeah, barely though.
It's broken it on mine.
Yeah, broken on mine. I think a bigger break would be ideal.
Yeah.
Mine only broke by 0.02.
Yeah, not a big break. I think if we get a pip or two above, we'll be better.
Yeah. It's getting a little close at the bottom of the wick there.
No, I mean, it doesn't necessarily make a difference, Tim. It just, I prefer to enter at the like high of a candle, which is a wick, or the low, which would be a wick. And if it doesn't have one, it's kind of just at the body, and it just tends to not be as nice of a trade, it seems, for some reason. Be nice if 5 minute could close above resistance here.
Anybody in here trading UJ?
I think Max and UJ sells.
So am I.
Is it going down?
Yeah, it's retracing right now. It's kind of making me a little nervous.
I know there's 2 previous 15 minutes pushing up, and it's just broken the high of those on UJ.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Now, GJ, I don't think there's anything to worry about. In 4 minutes, we'll take a look at the 30-minute candle which closes. And I think if it closes above the previous, it might be ready to go up. You know, this trade is a range trade until we break out from the top.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll do what it did yesterday, though, which is in Asian. It didn't range for that long in Asian, I don't think. Before it did the old. No, it didn't really range at all. It just did that little pump up where I think you guys caught that.
Yep.
No, we caught the sales off that.
Yep.
And then. Yeah.
And then push up and then go into a wedge and wait for London.
Yep, pretty much. Did the hourly flip yet? Alright, hourly has a top wick now, so.
Tell you one thing though, if this half hour closes above the previous half hour, I'm putting another entry on.
Anybody see Ted's month? Was that his month or his week that he put on the story today?
I didn't see it.
I'm
not
gonna
sure.
assume his month.
Dude, he didn't lose a trade until today.
That's sick.
That's unreal. I remember months ago, somebody, I don't know, someone random on the screen in the morning, he was saying that he was in 28K in drawdowns, and the kid goes, if I was in 28K in drawdown, I would shoot myself.
The thing is though, when you're dealing with high money, like you're used to, like if you just focus on more risk reward than the monetary aspect, it becomes a lot easier to digest.
That helps, because I was actually talking to Mike about this today. That's like my main issue is, like I'm not that big of a gambler, so my main thing is risking more money than I normally do, and I'm trying to get used to that. But it does make it a lot better, trading.
Yeah, and when some of my friends, they kind of talk to me about it, I just always say to them percentages rather than monetary value, just to get it in early, like focus on percent, not monetary.
Yeah, I focus on pips and risk reward, like you're saying, but it's hard not to look at the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's like any new skill. It's just learning a new way to look at it. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
It's like GA will move like 200 pips, but you can have a 100 pip stop loss and a 200 pip profit target. Like if you focus on taking 10 pips or whatever every time, but if you're focusing on risk reward, if you're only risking 1%, etc., it still works out the same monetary value. Well, from a risk perspective, it still works out exactly the same.
Exactly.
Not
It's
liking
like last
this.
night I took a short on GA and I was just thinking, shit, it's respecting everything, but like because the candles are so big, I was like, oh shit, here we go. But it still managed to go down and hit my first profit target. I just took everything out. But if I let it run, it would have hit my second one very comfortably.
Yeah.
Damn, I want a better close than this. This looks like crap. It's retracing that entire bullish candle we have. On the 5 minute.
Yep, I got it at a damn high again. I got it at the very top because I thought once we broke the 30, it was going to shoot up. Damn, man.
Yeah, what's our 30? Is that 30?
Yep, she's not giving an easy trade today.
Nope. If it pushes up, I'm going to try to just minimize.
So, Katz, with your thing that speaks to you all the time when it touches the VWAP, is that the VWAP on what time frame?
VWAP daily, but VWAP doesn't have a time frame. You're either using the VWAP daily or the weekly or the monthly or whatever.
I'm with you.
Oh, that was the 4-hour close?
And just before we entered, by the way, GJ was at the VWAP daily. So it was a good entry from the VWAP guys standard.
See, I've looked into the VWAP because some of the guys you hear about online, they just use that, and they say that's like the best thing to use. But I just can't get my head around it.
All these people say this and that. I'm watching it, and I've gotten some good trades off of it. But if you don't know if you don't respect the terrain like anything else, you can be wrong just as well.
Yeah.
Don't you think this is going to need to make a bottom 4-hour though before we continue up?
We'll see.
Sometimes it doesn't make a wick on the bottom or top. Like it's a thing.
Previous.
I just feel like I've gotten screwed on this many times at a 4 hour. It'll make the wick and then it will continue doing the move.
Yeah, it could. It's plus a new hourly. It totally could. I just this 30-minute. It made a higher high and a higher low, and it closed weak bearish. So I'm thinking maybe if we break above that 30-minute, we'll keep going, and then I'll just get break even. But if this candle turns around, my stop is right there. So see if we can at least get back up to resistance.
I think it's good up to 134.9.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think it'll pull back from there, consolidate a bit, and then eventually push up and break the top.
What up, Kelly? Yeah, so my stop is underneath the 30-minute. And 4 hour. I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. That happened so fast.
Yeah, I'm debating kind of closing half my risk if we can get up another like couple pips here.
And mine's way cut in half already, so.
What'd you say?
I said mine's way cut in half. It'd be nice to. Yeah, 5 minutes not looking great.
Yeah, I've got a fucking shit entry, man. Once again. Damn.
Why'd you enter up there?
Waited for the break of the 30.
Oh, well then your stop is fine. Your entry's fine.
Yeah, but I risked the full amount on this one because I don't know, man.
You got to risk the same amount every time.
Yeah, I am. I did.
Yeah. I mean,
Paul, do you when you trade, you risk a certain percentage, or do you do like Raquel and Ted trade like where they do like a 5 cent lot or like a 2 lot, 3 lot every single trade?
no, I just do a percentage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I trade.
It's just easier.
Yeah. I think it's much easier to manage that way as well because you know exactly what you're going to lose if you lose.
Exactly.
I just added on a little bit.
I think Raquel trades like off a percentage, but he just like rounds it up or down, so it's not like a weird number.
You probably look for a certain stop loss point, like 10 pips.
Raquel trades a semi-fixed strategy.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, UJ. There we go.
Like he's either trading 7 lots or 2 lots or 3 lots, and maybe 3 times that.
God damn.
So he closes 2, and the runner is the one that gets stopped down.
Oh shit. I thought I was gonna end the week good.
Damn, I should have listened to my gut. I knew it.
I'm not closing unless it gets to 134, 600.
Aussie yen.
I think he's just gonna make that bottom 4 hour. I swear to God, that thing's done this to me probably 10 times in the last 2-3 weeks. It's so tough because like Asian Open happens, but then it's like right away it seems like it's making that 4 hour close. So it's like you kind of get screwed both ways. I feel like.
You should have just waited then if you didn't like it.
Well, I did to a certain extent, but I thought when it broke the 30, it would have been better confirmation than getting it on that 15.
I agree.
What bottom 4 hour? What price?
Well, the 4 hour just opened, so I figured it's probably making a bottom wick, and now it's going to continue coming up.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but our trade, we had the stops below the 30, so we got stopped out on it.
Oh, I didn't have my stop then.
Yeah.
My stops are below those previous 2 wicks that wicked down on the 30. Because I need to be able to add on to the trade up to 134, 650. If it gets down that low. That'll be my last entry, 134, 650. And then if it goes below that and breaks the 600, I'll close it in loss.
Yep, this was simply that 4-hour wick, I guarantee it. Wow, that's fucking annoying as hell.
Yep, I became the wick.
Damn, man.
Look at GU, it's gone, see ya. Whoa!
Exactly. And it's gonna pull GJ right up there.
UJ taking a dump.
UJ took a dump down. Oh wow.
I got 11 pips on a EA sell. I was really nervous. It didn't want to break this one candle, so I just closed it. So
Nice.
I know, but I got 11.
Beautiful.
Are you guys still in or not?
No.
I'm still in.
Nope.
I'm in.
Euro yen.
Okay, that's 2 people in. I'm getting another coffee.
Where did you guys have stops on this one?
I had my stops at
Below the wicks.
one-
Below the wicks
yeah.
of the
Yep.
the 2 30-minute wicks that go down.
Yeah.
Alright.
134597 is where my stop is.
So you guys just use like a lot smaller lot sizes when you have like massive stops like that?
Yeah, just less, like, I risk the same. So it's a big stop, so it's just like a smaller lot size.
That line is where my stops are. And I added all the way to dot 650. And my initial sizes were based on those stops, minus about 50%. So I can add on if I need to.
Baby, sweet baby.
So when that line is hit, my stops are hit, and max risk is hit. But this is a range trade until it breaks the top, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely moving sideways, but looks like we should be moving up.
Who was it that said they trade UJ a lot?
UJ, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, not me.
You're a DJ guy, right?
Yeah, UJ and I are not friends anymore.
Wow.
Just,
I
more
think
losses.
Noah likes
More,
EJ.
more losses than wins. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect mix between GJ and EJ, and plus, we're in the U.S., so we're good with the fundamentals of it.
Mhm.
That's why I decided to start really looking into it. Especially now that I'm not trading gold anymore, I kind of replaced it with gold. I'm gonna close the full.
Okay, GJ, I have my second coffee. I'm ready for you to break the top.
Made back my losses from this morning. Good loss.
I'm gonna take my small win and head off, right?
Yep.
Have a good night, man.
Definitely
Take
the
care, guys. Bye.
smart thing to
Ciao.
do.
Good night.
See you later, guys.
Excuse me.
This next 30 closes bullish should be great for just a nice little wick fill as well.
Yeah, that last 15-minute kind of looks like our rocket ship candle.
Rocket Man.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like in trading, you can have shorts and buys on, and still, like, you'd still make money on this trade. Like, you know.
Yep.
Are you doing that?
Absolutely not.
Someone had to ask.
I know a guy who trades like that, and he's really good, but it's. I tried
Is
to.
that the secret?
Is that the
No,
secret?
I did it actually successfully a few times, but it stresses me out.
Yeah, I can imagine them teaching you that at IML.
No, no.
Well, they do. I think they do. I remember when I was first
Did you watch
looking into it.
GJ go down yesterday after New York? It
Well,
ranged
I
for
was waiting for
hours
it.
and hours and hours, and then it finally pushed down.
I was waiting for it, but it's just like, man, I've got things to do.
Okay, so one of this
If you were
guy's
looking on the
one of this guy's students got lucky, and he got into that GJ trade from the top, and he had it all the way down, and he was like 50, 60 pips in profit. And I said, well, when are you gonna take profit? He said, well, I want to make sure it doesn't, you know. So when it got all the way down and it started going up, he hedged it 100%, and then it went up a little bit more. He took profit fully from the sell side, and then the buy side went up another 20 pips, and then he took profit on that.
Whew.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think that's definitely like once you're. I don't know if that's an experience thing or just a style thing. Like, that's too much. There's too much going on for me.
I've done it before, but it stresses me out too much.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
I love it when you see guys who have like buyers and sells on, but they're both in really shit states and they're both in losses. I've seen that before. Jeez.
No, because these guys are risking up to 1%.
Yeah.
In the total
No, I'm
basket.
saying it. Yeah, no, I've seen people that have like put buys and sells on at different
No,
times.
they're not hedging because they're in trouble.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
That's a whole that's a whole nother ball game.
yeah. This next 30 closes bullish. I think we should be good to push up just to like the. I've got my TP at 13485. I think we should be good for that.
Agreed.
if it closes bullish, it's gonna look like a rocket candle. My break even is 134,720. So we're like 2.5 pips above it now.
Nice.
So Paul, what's the time where you're at now?
8:30.
Okay. Oh, that's all right.
That really dicked my entry, but I got it.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Got a little push there.
Yeah, I screwed up there. I pretty much did exactly what we talked about not to do, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have taken the 15. I wasn't super confident on it, so I shouldn't have taken it in general, but I took the 30, so I was basically at the high, stops below the 30, got wicked by a couple pips, and then I was continuing up.
Yeah, spread jumped right as I entered, and it kind of dicked me a little bit.
Oh, what?
It was like a pip away from hitting my profit target, and he just said, "Nah, I don't want to touch it. See ya."
Bro, what is with these like massive pullbacks?
And there's a bunch of wicks up there in the hourly.
That was
So all of my positions are gone except for, well, my break even is 666 now actually. My stop loss is at 717.
Mine's below the current previous 15, so.
No, my stop loss is protecting 5 pips now.
Oh, nice.
Either it gets taken out or it goes and breaks the top and I get, whatever.
I pushed up too quick. I didn't press the button fast enough. But
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah. Hopefully we respect the 15 and 4 hour and hourly will keep traveling up. Yeah, mine no, mine did not
Looks
gap.
like it's going up from. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just saying mine didn't look like it gapped.
Looks like it's going up from here. That's all I'm saying.
What was it? It jumped how many pips in a minute?
It was a big
Like
minute.
10 pips in a minute.
It was a big
Yeah,
second candle.
12 pips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
12 pips in 1 minute.
Yeah, it was 12.6 pips, but it pushed down a little bit first. It made a little wick on the 1 minute candle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing was quick.
Just to show the style. I tell you, she's lovely. She is lovely.
She just has a little temper sometimes.
You know that song from Peter Frampton? Ooh, baby, I love your ways.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's GJ. I wanna be with you night and day. No, my girl's sleeping. She doesn't care.
Did you finally get to see her?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? I've been with my girl for 10 years. We've been in the same room for 10 years. No, every once in a while she goes down. She goes out and I stay. 5 years of this.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea.
Serious. I've been learning to trade for 5 years.
Alright, oh, I thought you were on about something else. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them things. Some people, like, I think it definitely takes a couple years at least to really get your head around the game itself.
It took me longer because I wasn't into games. And then it took me even longer because, like, every time I studied somebody's style, I didn't like it.
Yeah. I didn't. The thing is, there's so many winning strategies and everything. It's just, like you say, finding one that suits your personality.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like every time I studied someone's strategy and the rules and all that, I didn't like it. But every time somebody complained about an indicator, I would go and research it and I would find things that I liked about it. And I'm like, okay, you know, and you can't use all those indicators, obviously.
Yeah, no.
You can't even use indicators. Not like you would, like, it's going to tell you to place an entry and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way. Because it's a market.
The one that I use, which I think is it's just added confluence. It's like the 50 moving average.
Right. And I like the 21, the 50, the 100 SMA, and the 200 EMA, and the 800 EMA, and I like all of them. But can I have them on my chart all the time? No.
That's why I just stick with one.
I stick with a plain chart that I trade off of, and I mark it up every once in a while. Sometimes I leave it plain. I have a trading view chart that I marked up at the beginning of the week, basically, with my zones. And then I have 2 or 3 other MT4 templates, which I look at from time to time just for entertainment. But I've got like 40 different MT4 templates that I've created that I've never even looked back at.
So like, I got into this one group and they were doing Ichimoku, mostly on the 4 hour and the daily, and I was thinking, what about the 5 minute? So I spent
Okay.
8 months watching Ichimoku on the 5 minute.
Yeah, I like the Ikimochi. I think it's a pretty good indicator.
What is?
The Ikimochi.
Oh.
Ichimoku. It means
It looks fucking crazy, but like once you just use the cloud and the Kinjinsen, it makes it a lot clearer.
It means one glance cloud.
So, for example, if you were using the Ikimochi on this, it would only be saying take buys, don't look at anything else. It's very much just a trending, and it just tells you like, this is the trend, so this is what you want to be doing.
Ran into an institutional trader that trades Ichimoku on the 1 minute, 3 minute, typically. And he trades an $80 million account.
Euro, yeah.
So he just takes little stabs. He takes little stabs with like 0.1% risk. So a day of trading for him will be like 4 to 6 hours taking stabs like that, typically.
At 0.1%?
Yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
if he has a 1 to 3 ratio, his gains are 0.3%. So if he gets 4 or 5 of those in a day, that's 1.5%. He's already made
what, 80,000 or 800,000?
well above his quota. Well above his quota.
Yeah, crazy. But you'd need a broker with super tight spreads.
Yeah. On the 1 minute cloud, he places entries and he's looking for 1 to 3s. And he takes losses.
Yeah, of course. Like, there's no getting around the whole losing thing.
And I imagine they hurt just as much.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't imagine being in a trade when the whole gold thing started playing up. Like, I remember just everything stopped, and then when it opened, just spreads were like fucking crazy. Couldn't imagine that.
I stopped trading gold when I noticed that my spread went to 20 and I still won the trade. It scared the crap out of me and I stopped. The next day, the spreads were like 800 and 1200 and I was like, what?
That would be wild.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, my friend trades the German DAX. He said the spreads went to $35.
Wow.
35 euros per contract, where they're usually 4 euros.
Kat, do you ever trade the S&P 500? Is that one?
Yes, very rarely.
I know a couple of people that trade that, and Jesus Christ, it sounds like hell. It sounds like just torture.
It can be brutal, but it can be very rewarding.
Yeah.
You know, we have it with most Forex brokers as CFD. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The futures guys say, "Oh, you got to trade on the future." No, because I've traded both futures platform and the CFDs, and it's basically the same.
Someone in the group posted some photos of them trading that in the Asian session group.
Huh. I'll have to check that out.
It was the one that said pre-Asian wins or something like that.
Oh, that was Troy.
And I was surprised at how small lots they were, and then looks like it was moving a lot.
He's probably been holding it since Sunday or Monday.
Oh, I see.
Is what I would guess. He normally is swinging those, so. Damn, time flew. It's already freaking almost 9. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, you're in
Changed
Wisconsin.
my
I was gonna
stops
say
to
it's been 9.
134.767. Because if she's gonna go up, she's gonna go up. Otherwise, she's gonna go back down in the range.
Mm-hmm. Five minutes kind of just sitting still. Looks like it wants to pop, but it hasn't given me any further confirmation above this area. Four-hour looks like it's gonna fill the wicks, so I think we should get there.
15-minute close.
Looks like a fucking wick fill.
Let's see a rocket candle.
Hourly.
Let's see a push. Let's see a go, GJ. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying go.
It just flew up half a pip.
Yeah, and my coffee's finished.
Yep.
Let me get some more.
See you later, Naked Wicks.
I can't do 3 cups, not after not drinking it for 2 weeks. I'm done.
Wait, who is Mega Whips? What's his name?
I don't know his actual name.
I like this
Hang
post.
it.
Yeah, he's got good stuff.
Let's see.
Austin is his name.
Yeah, see, either this is a little break and retest and it's going to bounce up real soon, or it's going to go down.
Yep. Yeah, I minimized the loss again, so. Last attempt. I didn't realize it was fucking almost 9 o'clock. I thought it was like
DJ.
still like 7:30.
Wait, it's 9 for you? You're in Central or
Yep.
I thought you were in Eastern time zone.
Nah, I'm Central. It's 8:48.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when you were saying it's almost 9. I was kind of confused. I'm over in Jersey.
Well, when we entered it, and you're like, "Oh, the 4-hour close," I was like, I thought we still had an hour before that happened. I didn't know time flew by that fast. I feel like I just sat down to start the live stream.
Isn't that crazy that we're on like different time?
Yeah, it's like morning for some people.
I'm adding a buy here.
Drop like a 500 or like a 10,000 lot, and then we can just move the market a little bit.
Yeah, I added buys here because I'm bored.
That's a terrible idea.
It pushes my break even all the way up, but that's it. I'm just gonna risk the rest of the trade.
So you like scaled it up as price was pushing up, or you scaled them in as it pulled back and then pushed back?
I pushed buy until my break even line hit my stop loss.
Coffee buying.
So now if I get stopped out, I will lose the broker commission.
Yeah, if it doesn't do something in this candle, then it's just going to be into the Asian range. Even though we're kind of been there the whole session. We just really haven't gotten any push for Asian yet, so normally we always get a push. So
I want to see this candle bullish, which makes a higher low and break the top of the last one.
Yep.
And end up with
Euro.
I'll show you.
Yep, that's what I'm waiting for.
I want to see this candle end up about right here.
I don't see anything. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there or higher. I just want, if it gets above that previous 15, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
The next candle. And then we'll fill your. That's what I want to see. You don't always get what you want.
Yeah. Yep.
But if you try sometime, get what you need. Oh, baby.
Yep. See you tomorrow, guys.
I'm still not stopped out, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off too.
You're gonna get off, Dallas?
Yeah, I didn't take any trades. It's too ugly for me.
Yeah.
But hopefully this plays out for you.
I hope so. I'll probably take it at like, if I can get 5 pips, take that.
All right, my stop loss is now protecting 1.1 pip. So either it's going to go up now, or I'm going to get stopped, and the show's over.
Hourly looks like it should, but it's just kind of stuck right here.
I mean, it's broken the daily high from yesterday, so it should. Maybe momentum is up.
Yeah.
I think it will. I just don't know if it's going to pull back anymore. But we only have 6 minutes left on this candle, so.
And it's the hourly close too.
Just need another one of those 12 pip 1 minute candles.
Yeah, or like 2 or 3. That'd be even better. Excuse me. Why does it always drop the quality on here? What time was that? 9. So yeah, 4 minutes. Though I'm probably just gonna let this one go. My risk was already reduced a good amount, so whatever happens, happens. I'll post it whenever it's done, and we will be back. Today Thursday. We will be back on Sunday as usual.